Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel. I'm Lena aka Miss Katie Love, and today I'll be doing my semi-final 2 prediction. And just like in my semi-final 1 predictions, I will be going through all the entries in the order they're gonna sing on the 15th of May, and I will be putting them into 4 categories. Category number 1 is sure qualifiers, category 2 is likely qualifiers, category 3 is borderline qualifiers / borderline non-qualifiers, and the 4th category is non-qualifiers. I think the semi is so hard to predict. I genuinely think any song except one could qualify, and basically anyone could not qualify. I think the result of the semi will be all over the place. It will be chaotic, unpredictable, and I am sad for it. Before we get started, I would love if you could subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and comment down below what entries from the semi you want to qualify. Who do you think will qualify? Who do you think will not qualify? What are your unpopular opinions? And would love to hear all of your thoughts down below. And now we can get started. First up, opening the semi is Australia with Gojo and Milkshake Man. I think this is in the likely qualifiers category. At the moment, I don't see it not qualifying. It's a fun song. There's a lot of people who will enjoy this. I'm sure the performance will be fun. He is very charismatic, and Australia usually do pretty good with the stagings. So I'm excited to see what the live will be like. But if the live is a bit too messy and it doesn't come across as what it should to the audience, there is a chance it could maybe not qualify. However, as of right now, I think it's a very, very likely qualifier. Number 2, and the deaf spot, we have Montenegro with Nina Zizic and Dobrodošli. This is such a beautiful Balkan ballad. However, I think it's a non-qualifier. I never really saw a chance for it qualifying, but them putting them second made it even worse. I just think it's so rude for the EBU to put Montenegro second. They literally just returned. They barely have the money. They're sending a very slow song and you're putting it second. Why? Why are you doing this to me again? Can't go through this again. But yeah, I don't really think it will qualify. Maybe, who knows? But sadly, I don't really see people picking their phones up and voting for it. Except me. I'll probably vote for it. But number 3 is Ireland with Emmy and Like a Party. This one, I have such bipolar feelings about how this can go. I will put it in the borderline category for now. I was thinking of putting it in the non-qualifiers, but for now I will go with borderline. I think this is silly and fun for some people, but sometimes this kind of entries don't resonate with people that much. Maybe it's a little bit too silly, you know what I mean? But it is catchy and people do like that, and it has that Nordic sound, that Nordic pop sound. So I definitely see a chance for it qualifying. Number 4 is Latvia with Sautumeitas and Bumenlaimi. I have such a hard time pronouncing the name, but I hope I didn't pronounce it way too wrong. However, I think this is the non-qualifier. I know a lot of people see it qualifying. Personally, I don't. However, there is a chance that could qualify. I think it's very visually appealing. However, I think sound-wise, the song is a little bit too unique and a little bit all over the place. And it's not for everyone. So I don't think the audience will be big enough for it to make it to the final, sadly. But that's my opinion. Number 5 is Armenia with Hard and Survivor. I personally think this is borderline. Armenia have a big diaspora and they usually vote for their entry pretty decently. So I do think that's a bonus for them. I do also think that Park being an attractive man is also a bonus, because a lot of people do go for the looks as well. However, sound-wise, it's quite an easy, accessible song as well. Like, the Imagine Dragons fans, if they exist, will vote for it. I do see a way of this qualifying, but like I said, this semi is giving me a headache. I don't know who's gonna qualify. I don't know who's not gonna make it. But as of right now, I think Armenia is borderline. Number 6 is Austria, JJ with Wasted Love. Okay, this one I think is a sure qualifier. The first sure qualifier as of right now. And I think this could do worse than people expect, but in the final. In the semi, he will not struggle. He will be just fine. Even if the staging isn't the best, he'll be just fine. He's a fan favorite. He can sing. It's a very standout entry. I mean, nothing in the semi is like this. So I think he is safe. He will be top 3 in the semi. That I'm confident in that. Number 7 is Greece with Claudia and Asteromata. I love the song so much. And as of right now, I think it's a likely qualifier. I do see the vision of it not qualifying, but I want to see that vision. I really hope I'm right, and I hope this qualifies. I think if the performance is a bit more static and a bit more appealing than the national final performance, it will be just fine. It's a beautiful ballad. It's very Greek. It's very lovely, and she has an amazing voice, and I really hope I'm right and it will qualify. So number 8, closing the first half, is Lithuania with Tavoakis by Katarsis. I just want to say, Austria, Greece to Lithuania, what did Ibu think? What is this depressive run? I love all 3, but this is like depression. Like, okay. But I do think Lithuania will qualify. I think it's in the likely qualifiers. I don't think it will do that well, but I do think it will make it, because Lithuania have good voting allies, like UK is in the semi, Ireland is in the semi, Latvia is in the semi. They have a pretty good diaspora, and I think the song is very unique, and nothing in this semi is quite like this. And there is a big audience for this kind of song, especially when they don't really have competition in this area. It's the only kind of rock song. It's the only kind of more edgy song. And there are a lot of people who are into that. So I think they will qualify. So next up, number 9, opening the second half, is Malta with Miriana Conte and Serving. I think this is a likely qualifier. I could see it not making it, but as of right now, I think she has enough hype to make it from the fans. Because I do think in the semi, fans matter more than in the final, because a lot of like casual viewers vote more in the final than in the semi, so the fans have a little bit more power in the semi, and I think she'll make it. I think this is iconic. I think she will be serving, and the only issue with this is the fact that it's Malta, and Malta, they usually don't do very well with televote, especially in recent years. However, I think she'll just sail through this time. If Malta can't qualify in televote with Serving, then I don't know what they need to send to qualify, but I think they will make it. Okay, number 10 is... who the fuck? Oh, it's Georgia. Miriam Shangalia or whatever with Freedom. I forget this entry exists. Sorry. I think this is the only entry I am confident in when I'm saying this is not qualifying. Ain't nobody voting for this. I mean, there are other powerful ballads in the semi. There are other good vocalists, and those ones are more stand out. This one is boring, it's forgettable, it's everything is wrong with this entry. I don't see it qualifying in any universe. I would be so surprised. My jaw would be on the floor if it actually somehow made it. Imagine, we're in May, we're in the second semi, and they're announcing the qualifiers, and they're like, the first qualifier is Georgia. I would be deceased on the floor. But that is not happening. So number 11 is Denmark with Seasal and Hallucinations. I am praying to God that this qualifies. I need Denmark in the final. I love Seasal so much. She's so fun. She's so lovely. I need her in the final. And I love the song, even though it's not really my usual vibe. However, I don't know if it will be enough for them to make it. I want to be positive and put them in the borderline section, even though I was debating putting them in the non-qualifier section. But for now, I will be going with borderline because I am praying. I know Seasal will change the staging, and she's a great performer, and I believe that she will have a good staging. And this is a very European pop song. It's very Loreen. It's very accessible. I don't really see why it wouldn't qualify, but sadly it might not qualify, and that's really sad because I really need her in the final. Number 12 is Czechia with Adonix and Kiss Kiss Goodbye. I have seen a lot of different opinions about how this will go. As of right now, I do think it's a likely qualifier. I've seen a lot of people recently say it will be the shock non-qualifier. I don't really think so. I also saw a lot of people compare him to Musti, and I don't really get that because Adonix can sing and I trust him, and he can dance, and he's a good performer, and Musti's biggest issue was him in the performance. Like, his vocals were not good, his stage presence was not very good, and Adonix has vocals, Adonix has stage presence, Adonix has the looks, the charisma, he has everything, and this is a good song, and it's also really accessible. I know a lot of people don't like the dance break because it doesn't fit the song, but I think it will come to life in the performance. I believe in him, and I think he will qualify, and if he does qualify, this will do very good with the juries, but first he needs to qualify, which as of right now I think he will. Number 13 is Luxembourg with Laura Forn and La Coupe Molesson. I actually think this is a very, very likely qualifier. This is also kind of silly and fun, just like Ireland, but I think this has way more chances of qualifying. The lyrics are clever. It's in French, and people love songs in French. And I think she will sail through in the final. I think she'll do just fine in the semi. And yeah. Number 14. Oh, it's Israel. I'm not gonna say a lot about this. It's a sure qualifier. I have no doubt about that. Number 15 is Serbia with Prince and Mila. I will be putting this in the non-qualifiers category, but disclaimer, I actually think this could qualify because he will appeal to the wine moms, to the Balkan diaspora, to the, well, not that many people, but I think he could somehow make it. I think either him or Parg will make it, but as of right now, I'm more confident in Parg. But I also think either Serbia or Slovenia, even though I put them both in the non-qualifiers category, I think one of them could sneak in, even though I think Slovenia has more chances than Serbia. But yeah, and closing the semi, number 16 is Finland, Erika Wikman, and Ich komme. I think this is such a good closer, and I think this is a sure qualifier. I think that is one of the only few songs in this whole semi that I'm confident that it will make it. There's no way it won't make it. I think she's most likely winning the semi or coming second. That's like the worst case scenario I could see right now. But yeah, this is what I think as of right now. Like I said, I think this could go both ways. This semi is giving me a headache. But yeah, thank you for watching my video and see you next time. Blow me a kiss goodbye.